slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out this episode of Corey's Car Review. A huge shout out to our friends here at Eskridge Lexus here in Oklahoma City. If you guys are looking for a new or used Lexus, come check them out. They've been super nice to us. Let us come out and show you this beautiful 2024 LC 500. And a funny story, I showed up a couple weeks ago, asked them, I was like, man, these cars are so awesome. Can I do a video on it? He goes, sure. And I said, well, we'll take it out, do a burnout. He goes, nope, have a good day. So I got in the car, regrouped myself, came back, and I said, I would love to do a video on your LC 500 minus the burnout. He goes, awesome, we got a deal. So here we are. We're going to take this out and showcase it, show you guys how beautiful it is, how awesome the interior is, how awesome the sound is. Before we do that, there's a couple Easter eggs inside I want to show you. Let's go inside and check it out. So I want to show you guys, new for 2024 is this ultrasonic blue. And they had this set in the showroom and I want to showcase it because it's such a cool color. Ultrasonic blue. I'll walk around and you can check out this beautiful blue and white interior. See the dash is blue, the steering wheel is blue. Man, just the quality of the leather, the Alcantara and everything on these cars is just amazing. So this is the Lexus LFA. Lexus is supercar, produced from 2010 to 2012. I couldn't wait to get in here and show you guys this car because this is the first one I've ever seen in person. I've seen them in magazines and videos, but to see it in person, this is such an awesome car. One of 500 produced between 2010 and 2012, 436 regular models, 64 Nürburgring models, and the Nürburgring package was actually the last one to roll off the assembly line in 2012. September of 2011, this set the Nürburgring lap record at 7 minutes, little over 7 minutes and 14 seconds, making this the fastest production Japanese car that they had ever made. So this car has a reinforced carbon fiber polymer body and chassis, which keeps its weight right around 3,500 pounds. I'm going to show you the back of this because it's pretty cool. At over 50 mile an hour, this back wing actually extends automatically, and then at 25 mile an hour, it goes back down. So up here behind the glass, you've got an air intake for the motor and to help cool the brakes, and you've also got one down here. The door handle is actually up here over this hump of the door. So under this carbon fiber hood, you can check that carbon fiber out. Is a 4.8 liter V10, 553 horsepower, 202 mile an hour. This thing is just insane. I mean, I'm holding the hood on $1 million car. So if you were, I don't know if I've said this yet, but if you're going to buy one of these, it would be $1 million. I mean, no no question about it. 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, and it runs a quarter mile in 11.5 seconds. And all of these LFAs are all hand built, or they were all hand built, and they limited the production to 20 a month. And then here on this top of this intake says hand built by Lexus LFA Works. Just a beautiful car. This thing redlines at $9 grand, and it has a safety fuel cutoff at 9,500. Show you the cool pedals down there. So the interior is all suede, Alcantara, and carbon fiber. You can tell here on all the carbon fiber here on the door panels. I mean, just look at the quality of just the hinge and the bolt there on the door panel. All these, as I said, all these LFAs are numbered. The plaque is actually right there. So this is LFA number 440. Has a 6-speed manual auto shift. So put it in neutral, you pull both the paddles forward. Put it in first, you pull the right paddle forward. Put it in reverse, you've got a reverse button there. So you pull both the paddles forward and neutral. Then you put it in reverse. And then put it in first, back to neutral, and then pull the upshift. So that's a process to get it into gear. I do want to show you the mode selector knobs, because that is what the LC 500 has. We're going to show you in a few minutes. This gauge actually moves, and I'll show you that in the LC. So those are a couple things that the LC has taken from the LFA. '24 Lexus LC 500, finished in ultra white, a beautiful, beautiful car. I'm excited to show you. We already showed you the blue one in the interior, in the showroom, showed you the gorgeous LFA. Now it's this turn. I'm gonna start in the front, because the front of this is just as gorgeous as the rest of the car. So the LC is Lexus's, I mean, this is their badass, I mean, this is their staple car, besides the LFA. When you think of Lexus, you may not think of performance. You may think of them as more of a luxury car. I know I did before I drove this. This thing is awesome. The cool stuff is under the hood, and which that's the cool stuff of any car, but when we go drive it, the sound this thing makes, it's just, oh, it's amazing. Start off with the front. I love the way the front of this grille looks. It's got the aluminum and it's finished in chrome. The headlights on this are really nice. So you got these triple beam LED headlights, and when you come around here, it actually says Lexus up here on the top. You got these turn signals, and what's cool about these daytime running lights is they actually go into the interior part of the headlight. So this whole piece is the headlight, but it looks with the different color right here. It looks like it's three separate pieces, but all this is actually one. I don't know how expensive that would be to replace, but it's cool that it goes all the way into that interior of the headlight. So move on around to the side. You've got these air intakes, help cool the brakes. All the way around, you're sitting on 21-inch wheels. So these fronts are 245, 40, 21. And these backs are sitting on 275, 35, 21. So you got a little bit wider on the back. But I want you to look at the front of this, because when you look at the front, you can see how the back end of this flares out. And it's so cool when you're driving it, because you look in the mirror and you can see the back end of this car in your mirror. That's a pretty neat feature. Everything on this is just luxury, from the motor, the exterior, the interior, the quality of the leather, the Alcantara. It's such a beautiful car. And I love these wheels. I love the way they've got the aluminum in here on the inserts in the middle. It's just looks so cool. It's got the Lexus emblem right here. So as I move around to the side, everything's painted black. I wish, as nice as this painted black looks on the mirror and around these doors, I wish they would have done that with this grille. I wish they would have blacked the chrome out around the front, because that would look good with the aluminum and the black, and then this gray on the grille. So that's the only thing about this car. The only thing I think they should have done is match the black on the sides with the black, putting black on the front. These door handles are pretty cool. Push this button, opens the door. It reveals the cool Lexus logo right here on the top of this door handle. And then to open the door, you just reach underneath of it, open it. Of course, with a convertible, the window comes down. You push it, the window goes up. And to close the door handle, just push it and it goes in. And I think this is the only Lexus model that has these flush mounted door handles. You've got this air inlet in the back of the car. It allows air to come in and cool the brakes on the rear. So moving on to the back, you got this beautiful tail light set up. You got these daytime running lights, and I will show you, I'll get in and hit the brakes, but there's a mirror inside these tail lights. So when the tail lights of the brakes are illuminated, it gives it that mirror effect that it looks like it goes on for forever. Got these nice looking exhaust tips in the back. So to get into the trunk, you've got a button on the inside. You got a button on your key fob. But if your hands are full and you don't want to get them out of your pocket, there's actually a button to the left side of this tail light. You push, and then that opens. And obviously the trunk's not very big for a convertible, but none of the trunks are big on a convertible. We have all of our stuff in there, but that's essentially the size that you get in the trunk of the LC. So since we're at the back, a couple things I want to tell you. They actually located the battery in the trunk to help with weight distribution. On the coupe models, the roof is carbon fiber. The convertibles could be operated at speeds up to 30 mile an hour. And if it is equipped with the rear spoiler will deploy at 50 mile an hour, and then it will retract at 25 mile an hour. And one of the best parts about this, it's rear wheel drive. And I promised them, I'm not going to do a burnout with it. If you want to do a burnout with it, it's rear wheel drive. So this is what you want. Sticker price, anywhere from 100 to 120-ish, somewhere in there. I mean, this car is so beautiful. So you've got rear and front stabilizer bars with four-wheel independent suspension. And the LC is actually produced in the same plant that the LFA was produced in, so that's a pretty cool feature. Under the hood of this LC, you've got this beautiful 5-liter dual overhead cam, flat plane crank V8, 471 horsepower, 398 foot-pounds of torque, and the different sounds you get with the flat plane crank is you get that more high-pitched sound like you get with a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. Man, this thing sounds beautiful. I also want to add that the LC debuted in 2018. The only transmission that comes with this LC is a 10-speed automatic. This thing weighs a little over 4,000 pounds, and it gets 0 to 60 in 4 seconds with a top speed of 168 mile an hour. So I didn't talk about fuel mileage. No one gives a crap about fuel mileage on something that's as gorgeous as this. But if you want to know, 16 in town, 24 on the highway. If you want to get your hands on not just this LC, but any LCs, no matter where you live, specifically here in Oklahoma City, go check out Eskridge Lexus. Starting price is around $98,000, and it'll range all the way up to about $125,000 for the fully decked out bespoke edition. That blue one actually was what, $122,000, $123,000. So the blue bespoke edition in the showroom, that was the sticker price on that. I'm going to drop the top and show you this gorgeous interior. So something that's cool when you put this top down is it gives you the duration of it. It's now it shows halfway, now it's 3/4 of the way done. Then it beeps at you when it's down, then you put it up. Just for fun, I want to move this gauge again to show you because it's so cool. So the chassis on this is a mixture of steel, carbon fiber, and aluminum. I'm going to open the door and show you the first thing you notice when you open this door is this beautiful raw carbon fiber reinforced plastic right here. I want to point out these bolts right here on the door panel. They actually say Lexus on them, so that's really nice that Lexus has went over and above to have such a cool feature on exposed bolts on the door panel that no one even really could probably care less, but it's pretty neat that they do that. These door lock indicators are nice. Instead of the switch going up and down when the door is locked, it actually turns green. Check out the door seal. Really nice right here. It says Lexus, and that illuminates at night. And these door panels are really nice. The coupe models, the interior here is actually Alcantara, but because this is a convertible, it has a different type of plastic, but it's still extremely nice. I love the looks of these unique door handles that you don't find them on any other models. On these convertible models, you have this windscreen back here behind the driver and passenger, but I want to show you how small these back seats are. They're technically back seats, but I mean, what do you really think you're going to be able to fit back there? I don't even think a small child could fit back there. But I like that Lexus has put their Lexus symbol right here on the back of these headrests. So moving on to the interior, new for 2024 is you have this new 12.3-inch touchscreen infotainment system. It replaced the little square pad that you use like a laptop move around. This beautiful radio control is, you really have to feel it to appreciate how nice it is. but it doesn't, there's no clicks on it when you turn it. It's just a super nice luxury radio control. 10-speed automatic, push button for park. It is push button start. This, you push this button and that flips up. You have the option to roll down all 4 windows at the same time, or you also have your individual window switches on the door here. That's pretty nice. This material is actually a different type of material than the rest of the leather because they figure you're going to be putting your hand on it and moving everything. They did that with the touchscreen for it to last longer than the regular leather. This center console opens. You've got 2 cup holders here, and you've got the small cup holder up here in the front. To open this, you push that, and you do have a little bit of felt cubby hole in here. You got a Type-C charger and a USB charger and a cigarette lighter in there. You got these nice magnesium paddle shifters, and the mode selector, just like the LFA, is shared with this LC and this instrument cluster. And let me show you how cool this looks when you start it up. Has an LFA, and it has that cool Lexus display. Let me push it again. I want to show you something that's neat about this gauge cluster. So here on the left, you have your oil temperature. On the right, you've got your coolant temperature. On the bottom right, your fuel gauge. But I want to show you what's cool about this gauge is it actually moves just like the LFA does. So you push the button, and that gauge cluster actually moves over, and then it displays the coolant temperature and your fuel gauge right there on the bottom. And then this is the button. Push that button, and it goes back. That is a super cool feature on this car. I can sit there and push that button all day long and watch that move back. I don't know what other car does that besides the LFA. You got these nice quality buttons right here in the Mark Levinson sound system. Something I want to point out in the back. So something that's, again, Lexus has, they've added some quality to this, is these clasp on these seat belts are magnetic. So these back ones actually are held in by these magnetic clasps, and just another attention to detail that is just really nice on this car. I want to point out, you can't not mention the quality of these seats. I mean, just look at the stitching on it. It's beautiful, the way it feels and the way these side bolsters feel when you're sitting in it. A option that the convertibles have, I don't know if they call it a neck heater or a scarf, but hot air will actually blow on your neck right here under the headrest of that seat when you're driving. There's an option we'll show you when we go drive it. Push the button and it'll blow hot air out there, keep you warm. I'm going to fire it up so you guys can listen to this thing, and then we'll go take it for a drive. So a new feature with the 2024 model as opposed to previous models is before, if you wanted your heated steering wheel, heated seats, you actually had to go into this and maneuver around. Well, the 2024, you just push the button and the heated seats, heated steering will come up, and you can actually push that, push your buttons, decide what you want, and it's just a nice feature that Lexus has put in there. And the heat back here that comes out of the back of the seats, this is the button for it up here on this infotainment screen. As you actually push that, and then you can feel the heat coming out from there. It actually shows you it's blowing out. So just another cool feature. So on this knob selector, I'm going to show you this gauge. There's Eco Mode, Sport S, and then Sport Plus turns it into a gauge just like the LFA. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my God, this thing. Man. You know, you hear guys talk about cars as being panty droppers. This car is not a panty dropper. I just got pregnant, I'm pretty sure. I mean, listen to this when I downshift and the pop it makes. Oh. Oh man, the Jesus thing pulls. Man. All right. Let's listen again. Oh gosh, you can listen to that all day. If you want to drive a car across country, and this thing is extremely comfortable. You want to drive something across country and be in a car for days, and you want to have some fun doing it, man, this car is, everything about this car is, it's the way it's beautifully designed, the interior, the feel of all the leather. I mean, the way the seat cradles you, the sound of that motor. I mean, this car is like a all-in-one package. It's just, man, it's awesome. Oh my God. Every time. Man, every time you downshift or upshift, it's incredible. Woo! God, man. You can put this thing into into automatic, and it just cruises around really smooth. And then you can drop it down into manual, and you can really have fun and drive it however you want to. But man, I know I keep saying how cool this car is, but I mean, this car is it. This is awesome. This car is everything you would expect and more from a Lexus. You get luxury, you get performance, you get styling, and I mean, just that sound of this motor is the best part. So a neat feature on this 24 model is this camera view. Push that button and it shows you the 360 surround of everything that you're parked around. and then after it shows you that, it goes into the overhead view of your car. And when you put it in reverse, that's the view, and your mirrors actually fold down. Your side mirrors fold down to show you what. I'll put it in drive, show you what it does. So there's normal, reverse. The mirrors will fold down to show you the ground. So when you start moving on the screen, it's got the view from above, that when you start moving, that turns invisible, where you can actually, it's kind of, I mean, it just kind of looks pretty neat. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on this beautiful 24 LC 500. Another huge shout out and a thank you to our friends at Eskridge Lexus here in Oklahoma City. If you want to go check them out, you want to check out the blue LC or you want to check out the LFA, just go hit them up. Super nice people, they'll take care of you. Hope you enjoyed this video. Share all these videos with your friends, and we'll catch you next time.